How can I support the scheduling of my construction site with the help of a digital model? First, let's take a look at the construction project. It is a service road that is currently simple gravelled, and this service road is to be extended. With a sewer connection, utility lines such as water, gas, IT network, and a complete road extension with junctions into the two side streets. From the planning side, the necessary specialists' models have already been implemented. First, there is a model that shows the existing structure. This results in the basic model with the access structure and a specialized model that shows the new objects of the structure. The essential services are, on the one hand, in the earthwork area, the construction of the sewer, the manholes and the supply lines, and, on the other hand, the construction of the new road surface and the new road structure with the junctions to the other roads. In the combination of the three previous specialized models, we see then here the condition of the complete building measure. One of the first steps in the process planning is the development of construction phases. I look for the objects that are to be produced and consider what services are required for the production. I document this in the object profile. Then I think about the production concept. How do I distribute the objects to the construction phases in order to achieve an optimal construction process? In addition to the first tabular draft, the visual representation of the construction phases in FreeCAD is now an essential add in the design. For the operation planning, I first create a new compartment model. New file, save file name as. And second, now I read in my basic model so that I can see my access structure, which I need for the assignment of the objects. Secondly, I now read in my new construction compartment model, because here are all the objects that I want to represent in my construction process. So I can see both compartment models next to each other. I go to Arrange Windows, and now I have both projects next to each other in order to carry out the corresponding connections. Now I go to the model, Building Sections, and create my first section. Select the floor object and rename it into Sewer 1. Go to my second model to transfer the corresponding object to the build selection. Here I have three options for transfer. I can use the external reference object function in BIM, or I can merge or copy objects and I can link objects. All three variants have different meanings. We will look at further. First of all, I hide all objects that I don't need. The first construction phase is about the sewer. I want a part of the sewer section and the manhole. First, I want to transfer the Saarbrücker Straße manhole. To do this, I go back to the compartment model, construction selection, go to the function external reference objects, and select the file from which I want to import the object. Now I can search for the corresponding object from the list. The list is a bit confusing, but here is the object Schacht Saarbrücker Straße. I read it in, and with that it is transferred. Next, I want to enter a section of the sewer into my new model. Therefore, a linking is of no use to me now, but I have to transfer the object completely so that I can change it into my second model. So I go into the right file, select the object and the function copy. Now I can change to the second file, select the construction selection and the function paste, and I have transferred the sewer. Now the sewer is still with the entire length, but I want only the half. So I go to the sub-object in the properties to the length and enter 35 meter there. I insert this object into the correct construction phase, and this completes the first construction phase. Let's create the second construction phase. Rename the construction phase in Sewer 2. Let's think about what we actually want to have. We want to have the sewer and we want to have the second manhole. We get the second manhole again via a link using the function BIM external reference. Select the file, select the object Schachtanliegerweg and assign the object to the construction phase. Now we have the problem again with the sewer Anliegerweg, and this sewer is too long. First we copy the whole sewer and pass it into the second file. But we only want the second half of the sewer. We now go to the first sewer, look at its endpoint and take these values at the starting point for the second section. As soon as we have entered these values, the length of the sewer also changed automatically, and we have the second section at the correct position, which ends with the manhole accordingly. Now we bring the object back to the corresponding construction selection. I draw the next 4 construction phases in fast motion. Let's start now with the construction section number 7. New section and rename it to Street 1. Next, let's look at what objects we need to transfer to the file. This is the road section without gutter and curb. In this section, the frost blanket and the base course will be placed. And this will be from half of the road. For a better overview, I hide all objects that we do not need and select only the 2 necessary objects. Using the right mouse button, I select Copy, switch to the other file and select Paste, and have thus transferred the 2 objects to the Compartment model construction section. Now I want to shorten the 2 objects, and I have the advantage that they have a common sub-object. Therefore, I need to change the length in the properties only once. In the last step, I delete the objects that I no longer need. I would like to build the last construction section with a linking. And then I switch to the Model New Building and look at the 6 objects that I want to transfer to the new construction section. And now pay attention to which is the active file. This is not the file in which the objects are located, but the file to which I want to link. I go to the selected objects, press the right mouse button and select Link Actions. Then group with Transform Links and have now a transfer of these objects into my active file, namely into my model construction sections. Now the 6 objects can be found here. Regarding the linking, you should remember that if an object is changed in one file, it will automatically be changed in the other file as well. Finally, I now change the name of this construction section, link group, into Street 3. This completes the compartment model construction phase. All objects that are processed in the construction project are assigned to a construction phase. On the basis of this compartment model, you can now edit other compartment models such as scheduling or construction site equipment.